Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2020. It has been a second, has been a slow start to the year. A lot of not so great things has happened already, so I'm hoping 2020 can kind of just get better from here on out. And my health issues have continued to haunt me. Thought I was getting better, but it's back, so hence the glasses. Not as swollen as it was in December, but still peeling and super angry. But we're gonna power through this because I'm super excited for all the content that I have planned for this year. So if I don't get started now, it's going to be really hard to start later. So today's video is going to kind of describe what this year is going to be about, what I'm changing, what I'm keeping the same, and then also laying out my low buy rules because I am attempting the low buy year challenge. So let's get started. From your feedback, it seems that you guys are loving the hauls, the try-ons, the styling videos, so that's obviously gonna stay. The what I wore this week videos are going to stay and come back very soon. It's just been rough filming because I'm not really leaving my house so much right now. I'm just not feeling the greatest emotionally and physically, so I haven't worn too many great outfits, so when I start doing that again, then you'll see them come through. In terms of hauls, I am trying to be more conscious environmentally and economically, but I also know that a lot of you like to see the new stuff out there, want to see what I choose and how I style them and how they look like on somebody versus just online. So I will do a bunch of hauls still, but I think what I'm also going to do is pair hauls that might not necessarily be from companies that are super environmentally conscious, but pair them with companies that are more eco-friendly. So you get one of each and you have the choice of kind of what you want to buy and what you want to consume. I wanted to do more thrifting in December, but because of all my allergy issues, thrifting just wasn't like healthy for me because it's very dusty in the thrift stores and just trying on clothes that may or may not be clean because not all of the items that are thrifted are clean properly, so I just couldn't do that to my body. So maybe when my immune system is all balanced again, I can test that out. But right now it's just not physically possible for me. So talking about my immunity and some of my health issues, I will be talking more about my nutritional journey. Right now I have set some goals for myself in terms of my diet. When I refer to diet, I'm not talking about like weight loss diet, but that's just a term that I use in terms of what I eat on a daily basis. So last year, Travis and I made a goal to do meatless Monday, so one day a week where we don't eat meat. Travis is going to continue that, but I am going to try to expand that to 3 days a week where I don't eat meat. So the reason behind it is to be, one, more environmentally conscious, two, it is proven that if you eat more vegetables and fruits in your diet, it leads to a healthier lifestyle and physiology. So I'm not saying that meat is bad. You can definitely still have meat in your diet and be healthy. There are just studies that prove that if you have more vegetables and fruits in your diet, more variety and healthy fiber and all that jazz, it does lead to a healthier health outcome. So those two reasons together are why I'm choosing to do a little bit more of a plant-based focus this year. And in terms of the meat that I am consuming, I have taken red meat out of there. The main reason I took that out is because the source of a lot of my health issues are inflammatory and immunity based. So red meat has just been shown to be one of those foods that cause more inflammation than other foods. Not saying that it causes that for sure. So I also want you guys to take everything I say in terms of my nutritional choices with a critical perspective. So everything that I'm choosing are things that I'm choosing for myself, and the reasons behind it are things that I've read that I think are true. None of these things have been 100% proven. There's a lot of gray area in that, so I want you guys to make your own choices, but I will be sharing what I'm doing. So no red meat for now until I figure out what's going on, and then I'm eating chicken and fish mostly on the days that I am eating meat. The next step that I am contemplating is doing celery juicing. There haven't been any like concrete scientific results saying that that will help with my inflammatory issues, but there have been some studies that show it. So it's kind of just my take on why not drink celery juice every day? Because it's not gonna do my body any harm. But on the off chance that it does work for me, then that would be great. So I have a juicer. I just have to set it up and start juicing every morning. I also have a bunch of wheatgrass that I might try. So anyways, I'm still playing around with it all. I just thought I'd share what I for sure will be doing for now. And just wanted to let you know what I'm doing with nutrition and let you know not to take what I'm doing as black and white. These are just my choices. If you actually have any health issues, definitely see a doctor. And if you want to make any drastic changes, I would say see a dietitian or a naturopathic doctor. So this is just my journey. All the changes that I'm making are not changes that are going to harm my body, because I'm not like completely taking out meat. I'm not completely taking out I'm not doing any drastic changes. And I think that's the most important thing to think about when you are making dietary changes. Like, there isn't anything that has been proven where if you make these drastic changes, it's going to make a cure. So nutrition is all about balance. If you take something out, you have to replace it with something. So just keep that in mind when you're making any dietary changes. If it's something drastic, please consult a professional. So I will be sharing some more recipes because I have to figure out fun recipes to keep myself entertained if I'm removing some meat and bringing in more vegetables and fruit, so I have like more of a variety. And then for beauty, I probably won't be doing too many beauty videos for a while. I might do the hairstyling when my face gets good enough that I can be like this close to the camera and not feel like you can see all the flakes and redness on my eyes. It just makes me feel uncomfortable. So I will do that when I can. I know a lot of you guys are asking, so that is definitely on the dock. Just depends on when all this gets solved. And then of course I'll be trying more beauty products because I need to figure out some new brands that my body likes, because my skin has definitely changed. I think, you know, when people say your skin and your hair change like 7 times, I think it is, within your lifetime. And at the end of 2019, my body completely changed, so I'm on the search for new things. And then lastly, my low buy year. I have been hemming and hawing about doing it, but I think my main reasoning behind why I'm doing it is because 2019 was just a crazy expensive year. So just like looking at all the money we spent between Trav and I, because we bought a house, we planned a wedding, we had to redo our roof, we had to we had to buy a new furnace, now I have a new car. It was just like insane. 2020 is my year of saving. So what am I saving for? Number one would be my retirement, because I am a freelancer and I own my own business. I don't have like a pension, so I'm going to be working on my RRSPs a lot and just making sure that we have a good solid nest egg and emergency fund. And hopefully, if the year goes well, also start on a fund for a second property. I think investing in real estate is definitely the way to go if you have the extra cash flow to save up for a property. I would go property over like any other types of investment, but that's just my take, and because I'm in real estate. So I don't know, you guys do whatever you want with your extra money, but definitely my larger goals for my low buy year are the points I just talked about. So then my rules are a little bit confusing, so I've written them down. My procrastination habits have always been to shop online. If I'm bored, I'll check all the shopping apps I have on my phone. I get distracted by sale emails and notifications. So stopping to shop for clothes, accessories, and all that fun stuff will be my biggest hurdle. There isn't really anything else I really buy. I mean, beauty products, but I think my whole like skin and eye issue is going to stop me from that. So my first rule is I can buy one thing a month. This is like kind of dependent on what your income is and your spending budget is. You can put a budget on that. Let's say like under $100. So I can buy something that's under $100 a month. And then for me, what I'm gonna do is give myself like about 2 to 3 weeks to sit on the decision if it's a regular price item, just so that I am not impulse buying, which I did a lot last year. And then if it's on sale, then I have until the end of the sale to think about if I want it or not. But if I'm worried that it's gonna sell out, the question I'm gonna ask is, am I gonna be sad if it sells out? If I am gonna be sad, then I'll probably buy it like right at that point, but then that takes away from my one purchase that month. And then when I'm thinking about whether or not I want that item, I'm gonna think if it's going to stay in my closet for 5 years. So I know that there's like the 30 wear challenge going on, like make sure you wear your pieces 30 times if you're gonna get it before you throw it out. all that jazz. But for me, it's not about like how many times I'm gonna wear it. It's more how long is it gonna live in my closet, because there are some pieces that I absolutely love and don't regret buying, but I don't wear it that often, but I know that I'm gonna have it for my lifetime. So I didn't want to use a 30-time rule because it wouldn't apply to every purchase that I'm gonna make. So 5 years in my mind is, if it's gonna be a trendy piece, it's very likely not going to last past 5 years in my closet. So anything that I wanna buy this year is I want to be like a lifetime piece, if not 5 years, but usually if a piece lasts that long in my closet, it's going to be there for life. So that's why I chose 5 years. And you can think about your closet and think about how long you've had your favorite pieces for, and kind of take it on that level. That would be your time frame. So 5 years is mine. And then similar to the other low buy rules, is there a more sustainable version of it? Is there a cheaper version of it? And because I do have a thing for luxury pieces, I'm gonna give myself 4 luxury purchases this year. I had 6, but I'm going to take it back. I'm going to try very hard to rein it back. So 4, 1 every quarter. Luxury to me, I've made my own budget for that. You guys can make your own budget for that. Basically, it's obviously going to be bigger than your monthly purchase. And for me, it has to be an item that if you either wanted for over a year, or it's a piece that I know I can pass down. So all my luxury purchases are pieces that I want to be able to pass down. So it can be like a family heirloom, a lot of my jewelry. I hope I have a daughter so that I can give it to her. And that's the perspective I give myself when I spend like that kind of money on a piece. It's not just a 5-year piece, it's not just a 10-year piece, it is a multiple lifetime piece. And then when I buy a piece, I'm going to remove 2 pieces. So it's gonna be a 1 in, 2 out kind of rule, just to keep myself accountable, and also just to force myself to really think, do I want this piece? Because I'm gonna have to give up 2 things from my closet. And I think that's going to help me a lot in terms of limiting my buys. So all the stuff I'm talking about is on top of my necessities. So obviously not including groceries, not including expenses for the house and for the business, and not including gifted products, because I mean, my business runs off of doing reviews for you guys. So I do have an allotted budget for my business to buy clothes and beauty products and things for hauls and reviews that I think that you guys are gonna find useful. The low buy is going to be for my, what do you call it, leisure buys. So it has nothing really to do with my business. So don't worry, I'm still gonna have stuff to talk about for the business, but this is kind of like on the external side where I find that I spend most of my money anyways. So I hope those rules help those of you who have been asking me to share my rules. And if you have any questions, leave them below. Overview of what 2020 is gonna look like. I hope you guys are excited. I'm super excited. If you like the video, subscribe to my channel if you want to keep updated on all the videos that will be coming, and I will see you very soon.